Are the Bryce Underwood rumors a real reason for concern for LSU fans? In this video, I got LSU insider Shea Dixon. He's been talking about this all week over on the Bengal Tiger, and we're going to talk about it right here. Number one quarterback, Bryce Underwood. There are rumors of him potentially flipping to Michigan. We're going to find out. But first, guys, hit subscribe to the On3 Recruits channel. This is the best recruiting channel on all of YouTube. We need you LSU fans to jump on board. Hit subscribe for me, please. All right. Let's bring in Shea Dixon from the Bengal Tiger. Shea, we got to 300 days of Bryce Underwood being committed on Monday, and that is the same day that all these rumors start spilling out. You guys wrote stories. E.J. Holland at the Wolverine wrote stories. Steve Wiltfong, Pete Nakos. We got stories on Bryce Underwood. So what are you hearing? Was this on your radar before the news broke on Monday?
I think really Michigan's push has been going on since before Bryce even committed to LSU, right? He then picks LSU. They never give up on recruiting him. I think the reality is 300 days in, yes, but we're also a month to the early signing period. Remember, it's December 4th this year, Josh. So we would expect this to pop up of reports saying, hey, Michigan has at least made a competitive offer, has matched at some point LSU's NIL package. But I think as we monitor this with a number one recruit and kind of a discussion that you would expect to happen from a school like Michigan, where a five-star number one player is 30 minutes away and has not visited your campus in more than a year, what sort of push did you make to actually try to get him flipped? Now it's public that Michigan is trying or has tried, at least to some degree, to push the NIL efforts up in a big way and get into that same range or go back and forth with LSU. I think, Josh, for me, that's all expected. I go back to, if money's all about the same, if NIL is all about the same, why did he pick LSU over Michigan in the first place? And it was development. It was all of the things he talked about it on 3 Elite in terms of his long-term future, throwing the football, LSU's offense. And none of that has changed since he committed. If anything, Jaden Daniels went out and became the best rookie in the NFL this year. And Nussmeier, yes, had a bad game in College Station, but a week ago led the entire NCAA in completions. So that's what a quarterback wants to see. And compared to Michigan, at least their offensive attack this year, stark difference. And I think that's a big reason why Bryce chose LSU in January.
Yeah, so you think this is purely anything that's up in the air right now, this is purely a business decision, or do you think there's anything that's gone on the field, because there's a lot of ups and downs during the season, do you think anything that's gone on the field has impacted what we're hearing today?
Well, if it is, it's in favor of LSU. Michigan certainly is much worse off than LSU this year. LSU, remember, they dropped that one with 8 seconds left in the opener out in Vegas, but LSU has one SEC loss going into the month of November. LSU is very much still in contention for the college football playoffs, while simultaneously, look, in year one with Sharon Moore, you're replacing guys from a national championship team. You've got new blood in the conference. That road bumps aren't shocking, but I don't think record-wise or offensive style, passing-wise, anything that a quarterback would watch out of both schools, especially one like Bryce being committed to LSU, would see at Michigan and favor more than what he's seen at LSU. And like I said, the added development of what he's seeing with a guy like Jaden Daniels.
Yeah. All right. So far, it's been a lot of speculation. We're speculating. We're guessing. Let's talk some facts. When is the next time LSU is going to be face-to-face with Bryce Underwood? Listen up, inside scoop watchers. We're talking Prize Picks. I love Prize Picks, and here's what I'm playing this week. I got Jeremiah Smith, the Ohio State wide receiver, more than 70.5 yards receiving. Dylan Gabriel, Oregon quarterback, more than 275.5 passing yards. And then I got running back Katron Allen at Penn State for more than 56.5 rushing yards. That's going to hit. I'm playing 20 to win 100. That's right. $20 wins you 100 on this bet. You guys going to play along with me? Let me know. Comment section below. I love Prize Picks. It's super easy. All you got to do is pick 2 or more players, then more or less on their projected stat line, and you can submit a lineup in less than 60 seconds. Here's the promo I'm going to give you right now. If you play $5, you're going to have a guaranteed $50 in your account. That's right. If you play 5 right now, you're going to have a guaranteed 50 in your account, whether you win or lose. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to prizepicks.com/inside scoop and use the promo code inside scoop to receive that guaranteed 50 when you play 5. Remember, Prize Picks, daily fantasy sports made easy.
Yeah, here's the good news for LSU. Beyond that, he's been committed, as you said, for more than 300 days and has not visited Michigan in a recruiting capacity for a full day, like a sit down with the staff, since Jim Harbaugh was the head coach in July 2023, and only visited Michigan once, not once since being committed to LSU, but once during the time that span, a year and a half. And that was for one half against Ohio State with some Belleville teammates, and they had to leave and get back home. So I think that it's set up well to this point. Now this Friday, Joe Sloan, LSU's OC, will use the bye week. They'll be up at in Belleville for round 1 of Bryce's senior year, first playoff game. He's obviously been to the state title every year. He's been the quarterback. He's won a couple state titles. So Belleville is beginning that playoff run. And then next weekend, he's coming with not just mom and dad, but extended family for his official visit. He'll be in town for the Alabama game. That game is at night, 6:30 on ABC. So he'll have that Tiger Stadium experience. He had it a year ago at night when he came in for a game as well. And then after that, Josh, if Belleville's winning games, they're still in the playoffs all of the way up until the back end of November. And with signing day on December 4th, it doesn't leave a lot of room or time, I should say, for other teams, Michigan here, to make moves. So for me, unless there's a change of plans and he doesn't go to LSU's official, which is not expected, or does he pop up at Michigan on an official or a game? That right now would be more surprising than the news that Michigan is being competitive in a market like NIL.
So let's answer the question that I posed at the top of this video. What is the level of concern, or I should say, what should be, Shea, the level of concern for LSU fans?
I always say watch what they do and not what they say. And in Bryce's case, what he's done and what he said has been nothing but positive for LSU. He has said all the right things, including, again, at On 3 Elite. He sat in the chair that you're sitting in and talked about NIL and how it plays into his recruitment and how LSU's development and all of that is a big reason. And fit. He just said, look, I think I fit the culture of LSU as a person, as a kid, as an 18-year-old, 17-year-old. Going into college, all of those factored in here, relationships with Joe Sloan and the staff, but nothing's concrete in recruiting. We know that. So 1 to 10, you can't start at 10. So I go to 9, but now we're in this NIL era, right? And you've got a guy like Bryce Underwood who's 30 minutes away from Belleville to his hometown to Michigan's campus. I have to dock another point from NIL. So the most confident I'll give is an 8 of 10 because of those reasons, but I'd still be sitting at an 8. Again, Josh, until Bryce Underwood steps foot on Michigan's campus and talks about, hey, I'm on a visit, I'm meeting with the staff, I'm doing these things, then he hasn't deviated from what he has said all along, that he's committed to LSU and not visiting other schools.
Yeah. All right. There you have it. Shea Dixon, not very concerned at this moment, but LSU fans, you talk to us. What is your level of concern? Let us know. Comment section below.